Hey Dave, welcome. Good to see you again. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hope everything is going well with you. Not too bad, not too bad. Got some home improvement stuff to do this weekend. But other than that, just staying home, staying out of the public this weekend. So, yeah, gonna enjoy a relaxing weekend here. Yeah, it does look graphically obviously a lot better than the last one. The devs even commented on it. it was kind of funny on Discord. They even commented about how they've made such improvements to the character models and all that sort of stuff compared to the first one. And then somebody posted up, stop making all of the young people look like they're 95. And you can see that in our dwarven cleric. I even commented on it earlier, and the devs got a chuckle out of that. But yeah, no, it does look really good. The game still has some issues, obviously, because it's early access. There are some handling quirks and things like that that we're kind of reporting and working through. But the devs are good about responding, and they seem to be putting out, fixes and things like that for things that pop up in early access and are reported. So I'm really looking forward to it. Welcome, everyone, to today's live stream, episode number 4 of our Solasta 2 Early Access Paladin gameplay series. I'm Commander Jorval, and I want to thank you for coming along on our journey today. So, on admin notes, I mentioned last week that there was an update to Early Access, and I mentioned you can go online and look at the patch notes for that. This week, we got a notification about a community event that is happening, and feel free to go to the Solasta website and check out all the specifics of it. Basically, it's a community event. It started on Tuesday, which was the 31st, I think, and it goes for 1 month, so it ends on April 30th here, and they want you to submit random encounters for the game. Now, we've seen some of those random encounters that are popping up. Some of them are purely text-based, and there's no combat at all, and there's some sort of reward that goes along with it if you pass the skill check involved. Up to now, it's just been like 15 experience or something like that. What they're looking for is for people to submit more of those types of random encounters. They don't want combat-based random encounters. They want just the random encounters that can pop up and will have some sort of reward based upon a skill check or something like that. There are some rules about it and things like that on the website, so go check those out. What I did want to mention are what the winners get. So they're going to pick winners, and they don't tell you how many, but they're going to pick winners at some point in the future before Q3, because there are 2 more updates that are coming to early access. The first one is going to be the character creator update that is going to be here in Q2, and then the Q3 is going to be the multiplayer update. And during that update, they're going to, sometime before that, they're going to select the winners and reach out to them and then post who those winners are. And those encounters will be incorporated into the game at some point. So what you're going to get one Steam key to the full version of the game when it releases. So if you haven't purchased it, or if you, I guess you haven't, so if you've wishlisted or something, you're going to get a Steam key to the full version of it when it comes out. You're going to get a PDF copy of the campaign source book, which is kind of like the modern version of what we used to get back in the day, where you had kind of a book that explained the campaign to you and kind of walked you through it and all that sort of stuff. You're going to get a PDF copy of that. Your submission is obviously going to be added into the game, and your name is going to be added into the credits of Solasta 2 as a community contributor when it comes out. If you're on Discord, which I am and which I encourage you to do, you're going to get the Bard role set up, which means you're going to have some extra things that you're able to do with that role when it comes in. So, like I say, there are some rules about it. Please go to the website and read about it and see what the rules are. And I hope people, go in and contribute a random encounter. You never know if you'll end up in the game. So I think that's it on admin notes. So on our recap, last week we made it out to Jebfez camp. We talked to some people out there, and now we need to make our way back to Caer Mar to meet with someone. And as part of that, we started heading our way back, but we made a little detour at the end of last week's episode to resolve a pretty hard encounter that we managed to do fairly well. We got pretty lucky, but it ended up working out well for us. So let's go ahead and jump back in at that point, and we'll see what we're going to do making our way back to the city here. And hello, Rudi. Welcome, as always. Always appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for being here and for your support, as always. Thank you very much. So here we are. We're back outside. We've searched everything here. I think we just need to get back out here to the main entry point. Okay, so here's where we were previously. So we're going to start making our way out here. I don't think... Well, let me... Okay, let's kind of make our way back out of here. Okay, so we got ambushed. We don't have any choice here. So let's go into defend. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. We've got a fanatic here who's up there. And we've got another cultist here who's the closest. So I think we'll move... Actually, I don't think we will. I think what we'll do... Where's this cultist? Do I have... Or the cult fanatic here? Okay, let me get steady aim here. I'm going to give up my movement. To gain advantage here. We'll get sneak attack damage. Okay, so that got rid of half of his hit points. See if he casts a spell here. He did. Just false life. Oh no, he cast life drain. Fault. Okay, so that's the brute I'm not too worried about. Here's the thief. I think we'll move here.
Marike, Abio, Virive.
Okay, and now we'll move down this way. And we'll ready up an action there. Okay, so let's get in a position to go after the fanatic again.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Okay, so I saved against the sleep spell. Is good. Let's go ahead and get steady aim again. That was a low roll. So I rolled a 3 on a d8. Didn't need that. Because now he's going to get another spell off. Okay. Hit him with hold person. We need to try and break that concentration, or just kill him here. Okay, let's see. 55.
Marike
65.
Evo.
I'll do 2 there.
Malmis.
Okay, good. Needed that to remove hold person from M there. Okay, so let's get rid of the cultist, if we can. Perfect. Okay, so let's move Rudi out here a bit.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Okay, I'm not too... Oh, yeah, I am. We move here. I got 1 hit there. Not great. Okay, let's see. Can I see him? I can. So let's get steady aim. And I missed.
Marike Abio. Viribe.
Okay. Okay. No miss there. Now Rudi. Petty Thief has 4.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
And of course,
You're just lucky.
we roll a 5. Okay, missed with Shadow Sting. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can roll low again. Well, what does he have left? 12? Don't know as if this is really going to matter. Even if I do get a hit and I roll a 1, perfect. Alright, so
Arcana Evo Malmis!
if I wouldn't have rolled low, he'd be dead. You absolutely have to get a kill. Oh, and I rolled a 2. Come on. I have to get rid of him. I can't let him keep casting stuff at me. Wasn't going to be able to kill the Enforcer anyway.
Courage. Marike Evo Valmis.
And I really wish they had flanking rules set up. They don't. 'Cause that should have been an attack with advantage.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Nice. Alright, so let's get advantage on this. I was already going to get sneak attack because I have friendlies within 5 meters, but this just gives me a better chance to hit. Perfect. Okay, and we'll move down here. Okay. Do we have anything else? I don't think we do. So let's take our rest here. Okay, we're going to get all of our action economies back, so let's do this. Now replacing weapon mastery. So he has a heavy crossbow now, I believe. Let me see if that's right. No, he's got a longbow. I haven't encountered any of... Well, maybe I haven't encountered any of them yet. Sorry, I'm getting confused with my my personal playthrough. So he's got a rapier and a longbow. So we should have plenty of... So let's put the rapier on. Like I say, we should have plenty of camp supplies here. And this goes to a longbow. Okay, now M has a light crossbow. And I just forgot about checking this. Yes. A light crossbow. Okay, so now let's head back out. Alright, so we'll start making our way back toward Caer Mar here. Okay, so we're going to observe here. Okay, so we're going to ambush here. Taking every opportunity we have with these random encounters to so we got a skeleton knight in here, and sorry about the noise, this is a bug that the devs are aware of. With guidance when you're crouched. Okay. So we'll just have to deal with that for a second. There we go. Guidance went away, and it goes away with it. Okay, so we're going to start an ambush here. And we'll start on the curse spreader. Well, actually we won't. We'll work on the cultists here. But it doesn't matter who we use the ambush ability on. Okay. So... Shatter's gonna be a good one here. Okay, so they failed the saving throws and we killed 2 of the cultists outright. And there we go, we got the other 2. So, and the curse spreader failed a save, which is always good. Alright, so M here is in hiding. Let's move up so we can get no cover for the curse spreader. We've got advantage. Okay, he's slowed. Doesn't really matter that. Slow doesn't really matter that much for him. I need to keep everybody separated a little bit. And now me. Okay. Now, the Skeleton Knight's going to have to run all the way around. And here... what I would like to do... to try and put him to sleep. And he saved.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
And he missed. Okay, so he failed life drain. Move here. Okay. 2 good-sized hits there. We're going to... I think I'm going to move here. Okay, so I can't set Holy Conduit as a ready action.
Marite Evo Malmis!
Okay. Alright, now M. Move up so there's no cover restrictions.
Take that!
Okay, rolled a crit. Nice.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Now we're gonna move back here. Acid Splash. Oh,
You'll
poison.
get a nice scar.
That's gonna be bad. Okay. Let's see, at 16. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we'll head down here, we'll loot these. Okay, let's take our rest. And let's head out. And we're going to continue making our way back to Caer Mar. Okay, now when you're here, drop a save. Before you head into the fort here. Okay, so I'm going into cautious mode here.
The Sentinel is under attack.
It's the same creatures who fought with Diorcus at the funeral. What should we do?
What do you think? We defend ourselves.
Okay. So we have a large fight on our hands here. We fought the brutes before. Remember, they're melee combatants who explode on death. We have seen the hunters from the demo. Ranged attackers, obviously with longbows. And then we have the maulers, who, again, two-handed melee-based characters that want to get up close and personal with you. Surveying the battlefield a little bit, you see we have some people up top we really don't want to leave. People up top, if we can avoid it. We have a ladder here to get us up there. So let's see. I don't know if we actually can get up there or not, because this guy's blocking the path. Which is bad. Where's this guy at? Is he the one that's up top? No. Where is he at? Brute, Mauler. Mauler. Okay, he's here. That's why I couldn't see him. I would really like to get M up top, but this guy is blocking the path. And it's him right here in the initiative order. Where's this guy? Okay, so this guy's not next in the initiative order. Okay, so if I get out here, he's in full cover. I'm gonna have advantage on the shot. I think what I do is I move here, try and take the shot on this brute here. And that will get me in a position also to head up the ladder on my next turn. What happened there? Oh, okay. Glitched out. Okay. So I was actually hoping to get a kill there, but rolled a 1 on my damage roll. You can see how dangerous the hunters are. They have 2 attacks. They get 2 attacks per round. Don't think I can target him. I can't. So where are the other hunters at? I know this one here and the one up top. Where's the third one at? Okay. Well, I think either way, I want to get rid of this brute. That's one less that can attack me up here and is going to subject me to, oh, there's the other hunter right there. Okay. Well, let's do that, and then we'll just get damage on somebody else. Doesn't really matter. I want that brute dead. I want him to blow up, cause damage to the hunter, which he did.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
And missed.
Doing?
Okay, now you really have to try and protect Jebfa here. She is low hit points, and she is going to be a target for a bunch of people here, so make sure you're protecting her as best you can. That caused some good damage to the Mauler, and we'll move her back here. Trying to see if we're able to get a shot on that other hunter anywhere. Doesn't look like it. I think I'm gonna hold that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold that. Why am I not sensed? Okay. Nice hit. Here's the Mana Weaver. Okay, so he casts Bless. Nice. He moved up toward the hunter. And now I need to get rid of this Mauler.
Still with us?
Okay. Think that spot's okay. Yeah, it is. And there we go. You can see what's happening. With the height advantage, he's got advantage on his attack rolls too. So that one up there can cause a lot of damage. Okay, so let's get up here. We're gonna cunning action dash. $45. Not sensed. Let's actually just move up here with dash and move up right next to him. So since he's got me right next to him, he's not going to have advantage with ranged attacks anymore. Okay, and we're going to get
Arcana Entro Minure!
and he made his save. Okay, so can Jebfa see here? Only a 50% chance. Oh, nice. Nice. That's going to free him up to move out of this stuff and maybe move over this way. Okay, good. He dashed out of that stuff.
Sad Faribe!
So, blindness. Rudi is blinded. Oh, nice. Took out the other hunter. Okay, now I don't think... Might as well make an attack. I'm not going to spend that. So he's going to come up. Oh, I forgot I got a guard down there. Good. I'll take that upper and I missed. Come on. And you don't get anything for saving the guards or anything like that. Maybe you will in the full version, but right now you don't. Okay, so 16 hit points. Let's get steady aim to get advantage. Sneak attack and get a kill. Okay, now we're going to start moving over here and heading and working on the Mana Weaver. Okay, so Rudi's blinded. I would like to get him up here. So let's do that. We'll dash. Get up high.
Good arms you got.
We're going to keep Jebfa back here. Don't think she can reach anybody. Yeah. So we will just ready that up in case anyone moves. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Scorching... Oh, firebolt. Okay, so here... 40% chance. I'd like to get some damage on him though, but with only 40%. Okay. I don't expect this guard to survive. He almost never does. He's in a bad spot to begin with. Okay. We're in a cunning action dash here. My strength is pretty low. 60% chance? Well, of hitting with this.
Take that!
For some reason, it didn't execute a shove. I rolled a crit, which I'm not going to argue with. I'll be able to see them. Now, I think it'd be better if I try and get rid of the Mana Weaver. I don't need... Oh, target's not sensed. I'm not going to be able to do anything because I'm blinded. Forgot. But can I...
Arcana Entro Minure!
And they both saved. See if I can get a shot on the Mana Weaver here. Now they're just barely out of range. Does he have 3? I think I'll put a second one on there, just to be on the safe side. Okay, now this one died. As well.
Marike, Abio!
Too far out.
Marike, Evo! Marike,
Too
Evo!
far out.
Marike, Evo!
Can't see him.
Marike, Abio!
Can't see either one of them.
Marike, Evo! Malmis!
Too bad rolls. Okay, so we're gonna get down here. Get into this. Okay, so we'll take a Divine Smite here. That was big damage. And again, horrible roll. Hit. Oh no, I just rolled 13 plus 7, my fault. And I rolled a crit again. There's your crit. Okay, so if I move here, he's gonna explode one way or another, so let's get rid of him. Or does he? The extra damage from sneak attack here would be really nice. I think I'll do that. Oh, and I missed, of course. Of course.
Arcana Entro!
Try and put this one to sleep. I don't know if it's going to matter, because these two are going after him. If one of them hits, then the other one's going to run over here and go after him. So I don't know as if sleep is going to matter.
Minure!
But he saved anyway by 1. Okay. Nobody is sensed.
Marike, Evo, Malmis!
One of them's gonna go after him. There's the kill. He's gonna explode. I don't care about the damage. This guard's gonna go after him. That's exactly what I expected to happen, and now he's dead too. Okay.
What's that on the ground? It looks like it's alive.
Look, it's spreading from over there.
Who is that?
One thing's for certain, they're responsible for the attack.
There's someone else.
The mark! It's burning!
Where are they?
Gone.
The other figure. That looked like Diorcus.
How could you tell from this distance?
A gut feeling.
Harold, are you okay?
I think so. And you?
Still living.
Good. Normally I'd complain about losing my goods and equipment. But all this... so much death.
Did you see what happened?
Not the start of it. I was up in the woods hunting. I ran back as fast as I could, but these things... they look like sickless, but twisted by corruption. I've heard of it, but to see it... oh, terrible.
At least you could defend yourself. Did you see their leader?
The witch? Yes, I did. They were chanting her name. Shadwin, Shadwin. It was as if they worshipped her.
That name, again. Hang on. Isn't that the person Diorcus was talking about before she left? You're right.
It might just be a coincidence. But still, that's worrying.
Diorcus? Who's that?
She's our sister. You didn't see another human, a woman with Shadwin?
Can't say I did. I was too busy fighting her goons and avoiding all that god's awful stuff spreading across the ground.
Well, it's good to see you're alive.
Likewise.
Stay in the light, Harold.
You too. You too.
Okay, now everybody's up here on top. Before you go moving anywhere, split your party. Things can get a little bad with this stuff that's on the ground here. I kind of want to look and see what everyone's carry weights are like before you go and start looting stuff. Okay, so a couple of scrolls of bless. And you definitely want to micromanage your movement here, because you do not want to step into stuff. Okay, I don't think there's anything else down here. There's a lootable here. Okay, I think there's a little bit up here. Nothing in there. got a few things up here. We weren't able to reach this place previously. Scroll of Revivify, always good. Scroll of Scorching Ray. And 50 gold. Okay. She should jump down there, Move around the backside here and do this. Now there's some things we're not going to want to deal with out here. Or we can, and just be prepared to take the damage. So I'm going to drop a quick save here. Okay, I'm going to move in and out of this stuff here, and I was able to loot that as well. Yeah, see? Take necrotic damage. When you're in it for an extended period of time. So, made it all right. Okay, and the exit is over here, and that's where we're gonna go. I think that's it for lootables. I'm just going to move everybody over here. Should all hug the wall. And we will drop a save after that. Because that fight can go not so great. Especially if you don't get up top fast enough. The hunters up there with 2 attacks with longbows, that's 1d8. They have advantage on those attacks. It can really dish out some damage if you don't deal with them. Deal with them quickly. Okay, we're going to take a long rest here.
Who are you then, strangers? There is something about you. Don't fool yourselves. You cannot stop me. No one can.
Now that's the first time you've heard that voice. Some of you may recognize that voice. The voice actor there is Amelia Tyler. She was the narrator of Baldur's Gate 3. So she is joining Devora Wild here as one of the other voice actors from Baldur's Gate 3 who's making an appearance here in the game. So again, very cool to see. Okay, so back in the city, I don't think these reset. They do not. They'll get their little glowy particles back, but everything that you looted in here previously is still going to be marked as empty. If there are things that you didn't loot, they will be back. And since we didn't go up here into this corner, that makes sense. But yeah, see, empties everywhere. We do have something else down here, so let's just head south. Okay, so let's check in on the board.
It is decreed that a most treacherous spy from the upstart Argard armies shall be hung by their neck until dead. Oh yay,
so
oh yay, oh yay!
empty,
By order of the Lady
empty.
Anabasia, tomorrow at the first hour past
There's
dawn.
the bag that we didn't loot previously. Okay, and then over here, yeah, we need to head up into here. Oh yeah, that's right. Couldn't access that previously.
This looks like a canal boat network.
Interesting. I wonder how far it reaches.
Maybe you can navigate across the entire city, even to the ocean.
Maybe, but I doubt it's free to travel.
Don't know if we can access this now through here or not. We can. So let's take a look at all this. More crafting ingredients. Again, like I mentioned last week, crafting is not implemented in early access yet, so if you want to just sell all this stuff off, you certainly can. A bunch of camp supplies. And we have an examination here. And I don't... I'm looking at my notes here.
Neokos's Wonders. Members list entrance only.
What on Solasta is the members list? A list of the happy few who can shop here. I guess that's not us.
At least, not yet.
Okay, so yeah, at least not yet. So let's head over and get rid of a bunch of these items. So I think that should be... Oh, there's another container here. Right here. Okay. So now we'll head back to the middle. And let's go sell off some stuff. Okay, so let's sell here. So don't need any of this, don't need the toolbox, don't need the mana dust. There's 99 of those. The light crossbow, morning star, again crafting components. Okay, next. Okay, so the chainmail, yeah, it's heavy armor. Can't wear it. Okay, iron ingots. More crafting components. Okay. So looking through purchase here. Could buy another circlet of blasting. 1600. I think I still want to save up for something else though. Okay, so the half plate I can wear. That would get me another bonus. Half plate's medium armor. I can't wear heavy armor. I wish it would show that you can't wear it. That's something that we've mentioned in the Discord. The person that you're selecting or you have up here, I wish it would show that you're not qualified to wear it or you don't have a stat or you're not proficient in it. It doesn't do that right now. But we can wait a little bit for the breastplate +1. And that would get us another bonus to armor class. Our armor class will go up by 2 once we get the breastplate +1. And again, chainmail's heavy mail, we can't wear it. So I think we'll save up a little bit for the breastplate +1. Okay, and I think all of these should be empty. Yes. Just make sure. Yep. Okay, so we need to go check in here. So let's check on our quest log. Okay. So strange mushrooms, we haven't found those yet. We haven't found Bach yet. We need to see if we can find Sathina in here, and we need to turn this into Keto. Keto is down at the harbor. Down here. So that is to the south. Let's go talk to Keto.
Hello, Keto.
Oh, hello there. Have you found your sister yet?
Alas, no. But we've only just started looking.
We're actually here about the murdered Sickless woman.
Ah, yes. A truly sad tale. What about her?
Well, in our search, we ended up finding and killing her murderers. They were after heirlooms that she'd sold.
Heirlooms? What kind?
It's jewelry, see? We thought you might know what to do with it.
Ah, oh yes. This is indeed of great value.
So a glitch in the dialogue there.
To us.
I admire your honesty. You see, when I look at and touch this, it... Her lineage, social status, everything. In the common tongue, she was called Calibar Rainflower. She was from an old family. From the far south of Neokos. Strange to be so far from her people.
Can you tell her family what happened?
That I doubt, but I can message my friend Akina. Maybe she will know what to do. Thank you, Coldwall friends, for bringing me this.
Don't mention it. And thanks for telling us about the bracelet.
Okay, so that's going to complete Her Song Has Ended. So... Okay, there it goes. Okay, so... Aerosol is down here. Let's go do that. You see the bridge is now down here. We have access to this side of the harbor now. And a sorrel is over here.
Ah, so we meet again. And this time you don't look like you've been wading through sewers.
Ah, some of the best times of my life leaving those sewers behind.
Indeed. But let's not waste time with idle gossip. I mean, the city needs your help. Between an outbreak of the running sickness and all the extra patrols due to the festival, we're stretched paper thin for manpower.
You've been fair to us so far, Lieutenant Protector. How can we return the favor?
A Southern Isles ship docked a couple of days ago. It needs to be inspected. It's standard procedure, ensuring there's no dangerous cargo aboard, no contagious diseases or plague, that sort of thing.
I think we...
Protect
some
aboard,
glitches
and
with
if
the dialogue
necessary,
here.
to seize the ship or confiscate any illicit items. You'll notice the list isn't short. It was drawn up by the Prefect Priestess herself. She has a penchant for exacting detail in the line of duty, if you take my meaning.
In the name of justice.
Yes, indeed.
I think we have better things to do than the beacon's police work.
It's just a small thing. And we might get some nice loot in the process.
We'll see.
Okay, and that's going to open up customs inspections. We need to go talk to the captain, who is around over here. This is acting strange. Yeah, see, the map is following my cursor even though I'm not holding the button down. Something's acting strange here. I'm gonna do a quick save. There's the captain. Okay, we're gonna have a perception check when we get onto the ship, but let's talk to the captain first.
Finally! Wait! Who the hell are you?
And a good day to you, Captain.
We've been waiting 2 days, twiddling our thumbs. Time is money.
Perhaps. But that's no reason to be rude.
Maybe. But you're not customs officials.
Sorry to disappoint you, but we are.
Oh. Really? Damn. Sorry, the lack of uniform might...
Let's not waste more time. Show us the ship's manifest. Let's get this done with.
Okay, so now we need to inspect the goods. Okay, so we got some seashells. Some fruit. Okay, and now we're going to have a perception check once we get up here. Okay, so...
Marike, Debo, Viribe!
There's the
Someone
perception
needs to be
check.
better at hiding things.
And here are the stuff that is...
Not the first time inspectors seized the snow brandy.
Nope. Good luck to them with the hangover.
Okay,
Anything
so let's go
weird,
talk to the
smugglers?
captain again.
Not the first time inspectors seized the snow brandy.
Nope.
Captain,
Seriously? You keep us waiting for 2 days and then you confiscate all that from our cargo?
And good day to you as well, Captain.
This is an outrage.
Maybe so, but we have clear orders here, signed by the Prefect Priestess herself.
You know you take risks letting smuggling happen on your ship. It could have been worse for you.
I know you're doing your job, but come on.
look on the bright side. You've got lots of room for new cargo.
Well, there is that.
Stay in the light.
Okay, so now we need to go back and report to Sorrel. And you can see that she seems relieved that the inspection was over. And if you don't take all the other stuff, that's good. You want to leave all the other stuff there. She'll be a little more angry if you take her entire cargo.
Ah, you're back. I know that you were most enthusiastic in following your instructions. Oh, the Prefect will be happy. Although, I confess, I didn't expect quite so much eagerness.
Well, it wasn't like the sewers. And if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well.
Quite. Thanks for your help.
Stay in the light.
Oh, yes! Love that expression. Stay in the light.
Okay, so our faction relationship with the beacon's going to go up. We're going to get some XP out of that. So now we should be able to head in here and meet up with Rickard. So now that we have access to this side, we can shortcut this. I think. I guess we can't. Thought we could. Okay, so we'll take the long way and then we'll check up top and see if we can come in from the other way. Let's head across the bridge here. Do a harvest while we're here. See if we can open this from this side. No, okay. So we don't have access to this area here yet. Okay, we'll check the board. Nothing. Okay, and we're going to go to the right. Go through. Take a left. And we'll talk to Rickard.
You're here. What news?
Clear skies. Have you met Steelmine?
Of course. He keeps his beady eye on me.
Dangerous.
Yeah. No matter what Anabazia says, he feels like those New Empire, Silent Whisper types.
Yes, definitely dangerous. We discovered a group here called the Combers. They're like the scavengers.
That makes sense.
We've made friends with them. Maybe they'll help us find Diorcus.
We made contact with a nomadic tribe, the Ka'um.
Oh, yes. One of the rare peoples on Nearcos who worship Maraike.
Oh, there's more. They know of Diorcus.
You found her?
No, but they knew of her before she returned to Ferendra. Like you said, she was welcomed as a cleric of Maraike and stayed with them for a while.
Then... what?
She left them. A calling, they said.
The Covenant. I must learn more about these Ka'um.
Do what you can. We'll keep looking for answers too.
There's a sick lass in the city. He knows Diorcus. Met her years ago.
When she first arrived.
She made an impression.
That's the...
We saw the sickless witch. The one they call Shadwin.
Maraike's breath, really?
Well, yes. But we didn't fight her. We only caught a glimpse.
What did you see?
She attacked a beacon fortress.
Shadwin. Did you see her use her powers? What is she?
We arrived too late for that. She disappeared. But she spreads corruption wherever she goes. Physically, she looks human. Mostly, not completely.
Okay, let's grab the ogre by the hair. Do you think she has anything to do with the First Fallen?
Hard to say.
Well, let us pray to Maraike she's something else. Something less.
Gods, let that be true. But at least we have some good news. We're onto something with the Ka'um.
Tell me.
We've made a new friend. Name's Athena, a follower of Aaron.
You'd really like her.
Why?
Don't start now.
Is she good looking?
More pure, earnest, stern, rigid, uptight.
Ah, I see.
Are you two done yet?
Sorry, yes, please continue.
We've agreed to team up with her to help in a quest for her tribe.
All right. But how will that help find Dee?
The Ka'um tribes are all connected. We're sure there's more out there who know her.
Sadly, that's the only lead we have right now.
Fine. I trust you.
We'll find a way to get you out of here. Promise.
Ah, don't fret. Anabazia underestimates my abilities. Someday, when she least expects it, I'm going to escape.
Not without telling us first, I hope.
We'll do it together. Just like old times, remember?
Great. See you soon, Rick.
Okay, so we updated a couple of quests here. So we need to find out more about Diorcus from the Ka'um. Mahin's Burden, again, this is going to continue on. That's why we're not tracking it. There's nothing that we're going to be able to do with it except extend it as we go. So we've got a couple things out here. We still need to find Athena here.
Are you the Colwalls? Someone's expecting you at the Bays Watch. A woman in plate armor.
Thank you.
Okay, and we should know who that is by now. That would be Athena waiting for us at the inn.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, so continue straight across. And here's where we're going. And there she is.
Hi there, Athena.
May Arun's song bless you, Colwalls. I sent for you at the Fount of Wisdom when I heard you were around.
A friend of yours called Olan said you might be here.
Olan Masan. Hallowed be his name. So you've spoken to Tangri?
We did. He told us you were searching for the Hearth of Kucheza,
He did he? What else did he tell you?
that you might appreciate some help with your mission.
You have to understand. I don't know what I'm up against. Even if I actually find the place, then...
A few blades might make a difference.
True. But why do you want to help?
Hey, you want to tell her here?
To repay your Caer hospitality and kindness.
After Caer Mar, why am I not surprised? Very well. It seems the winds take us on a shared path.
Great.
But to be clear, we are to focus on finding the Hearth of Kucheza. I have no interest in chasing forgotten treasures or fighting enemies you have made.
Perish the thought.
Okay, and now you can see that Athena is going to join your party. Now, she mentions there that she wants to head out and go after the Hearth of Kucheza. And she has no interest in doing other things. I haven't necessarily found that to be the case. I'm going to drop a save here, just in case. But I've never had her leave my party or something like that through any of this. So it's good to have an extra blade with you. So I'm going to, now that I've recruited her, obviously take her along with us on a couple of things. So let's head back here into the middle, and we'll head out of the city again.
Sorry, we didn't mean to intrude.
No, it's... Someone told me they had seen my sister, and I believed them. I still can't believe she's dead. Please, I can't talk about it.
It is decreed that a most treacherous spy from the upstart Argard armies shall be hung by their neck until dead.
Okay, so let's take a look at the map once we're out here. And we'll kind of see what we want to do. Okay, so that revealed the Sickless Temple over here. You can see that it looks like we can just head down the road here to get to it. There are some other things that I'd like to look at during this time out here, and there's the old harbor, which is going to be where the mushroom quest is finished. So, but for now, let's just head out toward the Sentinel. Okay, and now you can see some things have changed, and Azen is here. Let's talk to Harold. Okay, so here... not a whole lot that we would want. We did pick up a couple of items, I believe. Yeah, some crafting components here. Okay, but nothing else that we want. Let's talk to Azen.
What?
Hi, Azen. What are you doing here?
The blessed listeners. The wind brings such surprises. The witch. We've set up here for a while to cleanse this place of her filth.
Do you know who she is?
Disharmony that spreads like a foul wind. Back in Arunsam, some of the other clans told us of this corruption in the south of Neokos. They discovered a dream song to cleanse it.
Well, It seems that the Caer can handle the situation.
If only that were true. It is a long, arduous process. As long as the corruption is contained, we can deal with it. But if it spreads too far, we cannot hope to heal it all.
These lists seem different.
What blessed listeners you are. I had to compose a new dream song, created especially for the chaos the witch has caused. It was a challenge to create, but I am happy with the result. Please, look.
Well, we thank you for your time, Ezen.
Good luck and fair weather.
Okay, so the Kaum have come in to try and cleanse this stuff here from the area. And they said it's a long and arduous process, but I'm sure once it completes there will be some additional areas that you'll be able to access, specifically through here and that sort of stuff. But we'll kind of see what happens in the full version of the game. So for now, okay, so we got some more camp supplies. There's another harvestable. Don't think there's anything else back here. There's not. Okay, and nothing up here. So let's head back, and we'll head back out onto the road. As you see, we do have something waiting for us once we get out here and take a long rest. Okay, so let's head up toward this way first. Okay, and we're going to head onto this bridge here. Okay, so we got an Etten here who's blocking the way. We have some other things we can do. We can attack, or we can continue on with a deception check. I rolled a 1, but a 1 is not an automatic fail, just like a 20 is not an automatic success. So we rolled the check. They're telling us it's smelly cavuli, so we're going to say smelly cavuli. Okay, so we get 15 XP for that, and we can continue on unimpeded. But that encounter is going to stay there. Okay, so now we would have a forced march there, so let's move here first. Now let's take our long rest. And we can level up. Okay, so we've reached max level of 4. Alright. So we're still going to gain XP, we just can't level up for now. So again, max cleric. So now we can do what we would like with either feats or ability improvements. So for now we can look at what feats are available, and there's a limited number of feats that are available in early access right now. We've looked at some of these through origin feats and that sort of stuff, but we can take a look at some of these others here. Agile Skirmisher, we're not going to deal with right now. Ambidextrous, we're not going to worry about right now. Blessing of the Elements, we can increase our Constitution score by 1. And whenever I'm about to take an elemental damage, I can use a reaction to become resistant to it. Again, using your reaction for anything beneficial is always good. Casting Virtuoso, so I can choose one of the casting skills to go up by 1. So with somatic components, I can perform the somatic components even if I have a weapon or shield in one or both hands. I already got that as part of the Battle Cleric, so I wouldn't need it here. Being within 5 feet of an enemy doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged spell attacks, and I have advantage on my saving throws against counterspell. So the last two are nice, but kind of overlapped with Battle Cleric. So the creeds here are basically single point ability score increases with saving throw proficiencies. So you get Constitution, Strength, Wisdom, Dexterity, Intelligence, or Charisma that you can all increase by 1 and gain proficiency in those saving throws. So you can increase your dexterity score by 1 to a maximum of 20. If you make a ranged attack with a weapon against a creature more than 10 feet below you, you add your proficiency bonus to the damage, which right now is 3. Eager for Battle gets you any ability score that you want, increases by 1. When you roll for initiative, you can add twice your proficiency bonus to the roll. So that's a +6 to your initiative roll, which is massive, and your speed increases by 10. Flawless Concentration, again, Constitution goes up, and I have advantage on my Constitution saving throws, and I will automatically exceed on a Constitution saving throw if I'm taking less than 10 damage, or 10 damage or less. Follow-up Strike. You take the attack action with a 2-handed melee weapon. You can use a bonus action to perform a quick follow-up melee, which deals an additional 1d4 plus your strength modifier. Very similar to like what Polearm Master does, using your bonus action to do a smaller amount of attack damage. And these are your kind of your fight or your martial class feats. So Patient Strike, again, increase your strength or dexterity by 1. When you perform a weapon attack using the ready attack or ready action, you attack as many times as if you were taking the attack action on your turn. This won't do anything in early access because we don't have access to extra attack yet, but basically what you would do then is if you ready up an attack and somebody comes toward you, you wouldn't attack just once, you would attack twice. Which is a big damage, boost. Sorry, big damage boost for your martial classes who are using the ready action. Also have advantage when you perform a weapon attack using the ready attack action or an opportunity attack. So Patient Strike is really good for those martial classes. Powerful Cantrip, you can increase one of your spellcasting abilities by 1. When a creature succeeds on a saving throw against your cantrip or it misses, it still takes half the damage, which is nice. Raise Shield, we've already seen. I can shield somebody when I'm within 5 feet of them. Within 1 tile of them, basically. Throwing Expert, we are kind of familiar with from Baldur's Gate 3. Increase your strength or your dexterity. Attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage when you throw weapons. We don't have any throwing builds yet here. Maybe something to experiment with, like with a barbarian or something like that when that becomes available. When you take the attack action with a thrown weapon and your other hand is free, you can perform an extra attack as a bonus action using that same weapon. So that's really nice, being able to get an extra attack using your bonus action. Uncanny Accuracy, increase any ability score by 1 in your ranged attacks with both weapons and spells. Ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. A huge bonus for somebody focusing on ranged attacks. It's really, really good. Unstoppable force. Greater push when you push a target with a shove action or the push weapon mastery. The distance the target is pushed is increased by 10 feet, which is 2 tiles. Whenever you push a target, they take an additional 1d4 bludgeoning damage per 5 feet of base push distance. So we're going to gain some additional damage and push them farther, and you can do that with like your heavy crossbow as well. Your magic initiates we're familiar with. Quick just gains you extra movement speed and disadvantage on opportunity attacks. Ready for war, you gain proficiency with light armor, shields, and martial weapons. Robust, we know about it already. Your hit point maximum increases. Whenever you use a hit die to regain hit points, you roll twice and keep the highest result. And then hard to kill, you automatically stabilize. You immediately gain 1 hit point, which is nice. Savage Attacker, we've already seen. Skilled, gain proficiency in any 3 skills, and Vigilant. Gain proficiency in Perception, and you can't be, or Surprise doesn't impose disadvantage. So for us here, there's not a whole lot that that we're going to be concentrating on or using here. However, having the +1 to ability scores to raise our wisdom to 18, gaining the additional initiative is always nice, especially when we're casting a spell to give somebody temporary hit points to avoid damage, and the movement speed increase is never a bad thing. So I'm going to go eager for battle. It's going to reset that. So now I can up my wisdom here. Spells. So we can reset a cantrip or gain a cantrip here to use. Sacred Flame is good. It's not bad. It's a ranged cantrip, which we don't have right now. So I think that's probably a good thing for us to have. Okay, so straight Paladin, and again we're going to go with a feat choice. So for feat choice here we have some additional ones because we're a martial character. So we have access to defense, gain +1 bonus while you're wearing your armor class. Agile skirmisher, all these others that we're used to seeing here. So for me, I'm looking here to see which way I want to go. Okay, so I'm going to go with Raise Shield here. I don't think... Yeah, so that's going to allow me to raise one of my skills by +1. Doesn't really matter here what we want to do with this. And as for our cantrips, or for our spells here, I mean, so we are going to have some undead that we're going to be dealing with pretty soon. Okay, so again here, I'm gonna, let's see here, let me make sure. yeah, I'm going to take Casting Virtuoso here. I'm going to up Charisma to 18. And for our cantrips here, doesn't really matter as much. I think I'm going to go with Chill Touch here. And spells. So again here, looking at what we have available to us, I'm probably going to end up taking Hold Person. Even though I would like Life Drain for the additional hit points. I think I'll do that instead. Going a little different than what I'm doing in my personal playthrough. Okay, and so Agile Skirmisher is a good thing. Increases your dexterity by 1. Being within 5 feet of an enemy doesn't impose disadvantage. If you make a ranged attack against a creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks for the rest of your turn. And if you make a ranged attack roll while hidden and the roll misses, it doesn't reveal your location. There's also Death from Above, which is also good for us. And Uncanny Accuracy is what we're going to do here. We're going to up our dexterity to 18, and our ranged attacks are going to ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. Okay, now we're leveled up to max level here in the game.
Their song has ended.
Oh, how nice. You saved the little wizard girl. Are you sure she told you everything?
Okay, so maybe some intrigue with Jebfa there. So let's head into this tile here and see what's going on. Okay, so we're going to enter the location, of course. Okay, we're hidden. And kind of looking around here, looking at what we have. We have these strange things out here. We have a mysterious chest here. And we have some sand lions. Okay, that are out here. So we're going to kind of go about this a little bit different. I'm going to drop a quick save here. Because the sand lions are all down below us. I would like to keep it that way. So, can't really get around that way. You do not want to open this yet. Don't want to search anything yet. You just keep moving along. Okay. So we're going to leave that. Okay, so there's the next one. I'm going to take it a little slow here. Okay. Here's the rest of the sand lions. So... Okay, so I can't get up there that way. Okay, now we're going to find more traps around this way. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to break my party apart and start micromanaging their movement again, because they won't automatically avoid those. Okay. And we're doing good on our perception checks. Okay. So this is where I'm going to get my party here. I'm going to get them all up here. Okay, so... yeah. Okay, so here... Here, M, we're going to leave down here. Want to get our spellcasters in a couple of positions here. Okay. Now M is going to be the one that we trigger this with because of his high movement speed. Okay, just out of range. In a lot of range. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we rolled in front of everybody, which is good. I'm going to start moving people so that they can see the approaches here. We'll ready up their actions. Now M can attack. Get sneak attack. And get a kill. Straight out. Okay, so let's start making our way back. Okay, so Sethina, we're going to set up here. Doesn't really matter for her right now. Same with me. Set up here. So Jebfa's going to move up a little bit. And again, set a readied action. Okay, and then Rudi. Going to ready in action. Okay, so rinse and repeat. Now M here. We don't want to move through the trap. Move here.
Come on.
Yes. Okay, we'll cunning action dash. Nothing there yet. Let's see if we have any out of range on all of those. Okay, hindered is going to drop movement speed, which is good. Okay, Rudi isn't going to be able to sense anybody here. Let's just start moving him back. Okay, so where are they? They're coming down this passage here. Not sensed, but they probably will. Let's move her down here. And set that same thing up. Okay, now M is going to have to... We have a ways to go with him, so let's go ahead and cunning action dash here. And then we will dash again. And see if that keeps him out of range. Nothing yet, nothing yet. And Jebfa C, just out of range. Just out of range. No. See him? No. So we'll ready that up and see. See how far they move. Okay, so it didn't get him out of the way. We can cunning action disengage, though. Okay, and that's why I left the traps intact. Is because they will run into them.
Arcana, Evo, Malmis!
Okay,
Take
so
that!
5. Move back. Okay, good. Hindered. This is serving to separate them out a little bit. So that they're not all arriving at the exact same time.
Marike, Abio, Viribe!
So let's change here. No, I definitely want to get out of here, so let's cunning action disengage. And I missed. Okay, now we'll ready up an action here. And we will ready up an action. Can't sense him there. Oh, great. Thank you. That's something I don't like. So the restrain from Weight of Justice doesn't take place at the location where the attack occurred. It only takes place after they've already moved, which doesn't make any sense at all. Opportunity attacks and movement attacks should stop the character at the point of attack, resolve all of the results that go along with that attack, and then they should go on. Because think about something like boy, now I can't remember the name of the feat, where if you hit somebody with an opportunity attack, their movement speed goes to 0. Well, that means that they would continue moving all the way to their final spot before their movement speed went to 0, which negates the entire purpose of the feat. So I don't like that at all. That stuff happened like that. But so here, it's not going to do me a whole lot of good if I can't kill the sand lions. to bring Rudi back up. He's already failed one saving throw, though, so I think I'll use Spare the Dying.
Marike, Necro, Clype.
Okay, so that's going to stop all the saving throws from happening, at least. Got advantage on this, so there will be sneak attack. That's one dead. Whoops, that was a mistake. I accidentally clicked. When you absolutely have to have a kill. Let's see if I can... No, just sensing him. You absolutely have to have a kill. Magic missile is what it's there for.
Marike, Evo. Marike, Evo, Malvis!
Okay, so I don't think I can see either one of them. I can't. Because again, remember, I'm ignoring all the cover with my attacks. And he's just going to sit there? Okay. Fine, I guess I will move down there then.
Marike, Evo! Marike, Evo, Malmis!
Okay, so Satina will move down. He is a paladin, by the way. I'm not going to respawn. I'm going to save that response. There's a reason for that. Okay, so now I can get Rudi up.
I'm in your debt.
Okay, now I should get sneak attack on this. Okay. So we'll move in again. We will use our free Divine Smite there. Max damage on the Firebolt.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
All right. So we are not done in here though. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take M around and we're going to disarm all of these traps. Because now they don't serve any purpose.
We need to rest.
They served a purpose when we had enemies that were running around on the ground. But now those enemies are gone, and I don't want to run into them. Okay, and I think that's it. Okay, so let's bring everybody together down here now. And we will take a long rest down here. And we have a lockpick here. And we have a stone mechanism. Okay, so let's take our long rest. And now let's head back up here, because there's another set of stuff that we have to do, right? So... and that set of stuff revolves around this. Okay, so I'm gonna separate my party out. I think that's a good place. Okay. And now I'm going to save. And there's a note here. Okay, so I've hidden that weird shaped stone at the back of the caravan. It's in my bag. I have a bad feeling about those Sickless ruins. We need to strike camp as soon as possible. I'm just going to carry out the last check on that Sickless chest. Okay. Well, this is the Sickless chest, and that mechanism is the key to open it. Okay. Now we've got the Grief of Farsight here. Okay. He's the elite, and we have some specters here. The Grief of Farsight is up top. Okay, we can't do anything with him on this turn. I don't think we can sense him anywhere. Yeah, we can. This guy's gonna trigger it. Yeah, these two are gonna trigger it, but might as well set it up. That's probably gonna trigger the ranged attack. No, it didn't. Yeah, it did. And I missed. Okay, so that shouldn't be in range. Oh, it is. Okay. And here comes the grief. You see what he's doing. Okay, but he's going to move up to a point where you can actually get to him.
Marike! Malmis!
Of course I missed. Okay, this is not going to trigger an attack of opportunity. And I want to start getting attacks on the grief. Here. Which means moving out to here. Or here. We'll quicken this.
Arcana Evo Malmis.
Okay. So he's resistant to thunder damage. So I'll change that damage type next time. Ow. Missed again. Okay, so can I shoot at him? I can. So let's gain advantage. Get sneak attack damage. Now he's resistant to that. Okay. But it's still its damage. We'll get rid of him. And we'll ready up another attack from this side. What happened there? I think we got a bug. Yeah, I think we got a bug here. For some reason, when her opportunity attack triggered, it bugged the game out. So let's see if we have a load here. And I think it has to do with that whole moving, not stopping the movement when an opportunity attack happens type of thing. I think it's all related to that. Of course, there's a miss. Okay, see, he always moves up to the edge there on that first turn, so...
Marike, Evo! Marike, Evo! Malmis!
I needed that to hit.
Arcana, Evo! Malmis!
Okay.
Arcana, Evo, Malmis!
And missed with the second.
This is not over.
Jeez, he can't hit anything. Okay, so let's get steady aim. See if we can get a kill here.
Die!
And we did. Perfect. Okay, that's by far the most dangerous one. Let's try and remove this specter. Shouldn't need the divine smite. I want to see. Yeah, I have disadvantage. So that's melee range, which is again weird. I don't think it's taken into account vertical differential here, because that's not 5 meters. That's more than 5 meters. Rolled a critical miss. That hurt.
Marike, Abio, Viribe!
Arcana, Evo, Malmis!
Okay, let's get a kill here. A steady aim. get the sneak attack damage again, resistant to it, but all the other damages I'm getting, might as well throw all that damage out there. Okay. And let's see if I can move somewhere to not have cover. Alright, so here's no cover.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Man, this is horrible. And Paladin has just been doing absolutely nothing. Alright. So, not the greatest set of attack rolls we've ever seen from our party, but it'll do. And then we'll take him here. We'll use the key. Okay, and we're going to gain beautiful and exquisite items and some explosive pearls. Okay, so we'll take a short rest here in a minute. And we'll identify those. And we have some more exquisite stuff up here. Okay, this pouch is empty, and I think that's it. Those are those two. We've already opened that one. Yeah. So let's head back down here. We'll take another rest. Let's take a short rest, and we will identify these items. Okay, greatsword +1. Ring of necrotic resistance. Unsettling amulet. And Ring of the Wary. So now if we look at them. So we know what a greatsword +1 is. We won't be using that on anybody. Ring of necrotic resistance is just what it sounds like. Now, all of those specters were doing necrotic damage. So it is a valuable ring to have. The unsettling amulet is gaining proficiency in intimidation and deception. Okay, now I believe that we have proficiency in intimidation and deception here. We don't have them here, and this would gain us +6 on those. Whoops. So we're going to give that here. Ring of the Wary. Gain proficiency in perception and insight. I have perception and insight here already. I don't have perception. This would give me the most perception, I think. Nope, perception here is +6. So perception and insight. Already got insight. Don't have perception here. So let's put that onto her. Okay. So now, here's the amulet slot. One of the ring slots. And one of the ring slots. Okay, now we have an Aether Pearl there. That's the spell focus, right? So we have 2 explosive pearls. I think I will leave them there. It would be nice to have them here. I think I will transfer them there. Have somebody who can throw 2d6 force damage AoE attacks out there as well. So let's take a rest. And we'll get back on the road. There it is. Okay, and while we're up here on this side of the river, there's one more encounter, or it looks like there's 2 more. So let's head back. Actually, let's head up here and go to this one. Okay, so we've got an observation check. We can add guidance to that. Okay, so they're kobolds. Okay, so we can stealthily close in here. Okay, so we'll ambush. And be careful for your headphones because of that cute little uh-oh. Okay, so that was a mistake. It didn't let me move onto the corner here, but So we took out 3 kobolds there in 1 strike. Or we took out 1 there, I guess. Let's... Did another one. Then we'll go after the kobold chief again. And maybe we won't. And I missed. And that bug is annoying. It's so annoying. Okay, thank goodness. I just wanted to get him out of stealth. So annoying. So everyone except for the kobold chief here. Yeah,
Still with us?
that's what I was worried about. Kobold chief is the one I'm most worried about, but the veterans have access to explosive pearls. No. Oh, geez, couldn't even kill him with magic missile.
Arcana Evo!
That would be a bad misuse of this. Well, guess it won't. It'll get me 2 kills. Just leave the kobold veteran left.
Arcana Evo!
Okay. So one more kobold veteran here, and we're gonna drop down. Jeez, just hit once. Okay. Okay, so let's go around and loot this. Alright, one more over here. Alright. Anything else here? Nothing. Take our long rest. Alright, now we can get out of here. And this is the good thing that's different about traveling in this game versus in Solasta 1. Solasta 1, there was a set finite amount of XP on the map. once you did an encounter, that encounter disappeared. And it never came back. Here, we have these permanent ones that are out here, which when you do them, they're not going to come back. But we also have timed ones that are out there, and those are random. And those will keep popping up.
I suppose I should thank you, whoever you are.
Cunning words used to avoid bloodshed. Impressive. But it won't always work. There will be blood.
Sinister. Okay, so these temporary ones that are out here are going to keep popping up, and there are more ways to get XP. So you can level yourself up by staying out here on the travel map while you do it. I don't want to force march into there. Okay, so we have a persuasion check here. Okay, so let's head into, let's not force march here. We'll move in here. And you see we have the Ettins again. Okay. So they're going to ask for the password. Okay. Now, you could say it's Smelly Kavuli, but the game's a bit smarter than that. We already have a 100% chance for a deception check. See? The password is now changed. It's pass. Okay, so you gained 5 XP for that. Okay. Now, that's going to eventually disappear. Okay, and I can't make either one of those without a long or without a forced march. I'm not going to do that. But let's go back here. Okay, so it's going to be asking for the password again. And this encounter is going to stay here the entire time. So let's try a deception check. We'll make it. It's Smelly Kavuli this time. So if we say it, each party receives 15. So I think this is meant to, I mean, it's not a quick way to earn XP, but it is a way to earn XP. And you can continue going back and forth through them to do it. Okay, so we can try and hide here. Okay, so now we can ambush. And again, watch out for your ears. I would like to try and wait out this timer. but I'm not going to be able to because this one's gonna come at me. So let's just get rid of this sound here. Okay. And he's got 2 hit points left.
I take no prisoners.
Okay. So we have terror birds out here. Okay. Now, the terror birds and the sand lions were supposed to be fighting each other. I don't think they actually do that though, but we'll see here in a second if they're going to fight each other. Say, I don't think they will, but we are going to, and you see we have Twosa now with us. Let's not do that then. It's out of range. Okay, so we'll get Bless going. Okay, so we'll get some long range damage there. And yeah, see, they don't fight each other. Okay, so Twosa the Terrible here. Okay, we have an explosive pearl that we can throw. Prefer not to waste that on a single enemy though. This one's already slowed, so I don't think that matters. Okay, now they're getting kind of grouped up. I would like to get rid of the sand lion here. Okay, so they're going to come up around the side here. So let's get Sathina ready. Rudi can cast Shatter here. Get all 3 of them.
Harder, Evo! Malmiss!
And he missed.
Try again.
Okay, so I have advantage here. Perfect. Okay, Sharon can also cast Shatter. Oh, he's got 2 hit points left.
Maike Evo Malmis!
Okay, good. Wanted him dead. Aw. Alright, so there's one dead. It had to dash to get there. Oh, rolled a 2. Nice.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Okay. Get sneak attack damage. That'll end it. Okay. Alright. And we can move out here. We can take our long rest. There's no other chests or anything. Nope. Okay. All right, now we're going to make our way down to... Actually, no, we're not. We're going to stay here for one last set of combat. And then we will finish up with today. And we're going to go back into this encounter. Okay. And we're just going to attack here. And this will be the last thing that we do today. So, Nick and Vex, 152 hit points. Okay. So, this is the last set of things, and I'm definitely going to throw my explosive pearl. Then I'm going to move back. Okay, so I'm going to shield. Ouch. Okay. So we are sapped, so I have disadvantage on this attack roll here. Need to get as many hit points back as I can here. And since I've got disadvantage on that attack roll, I'm gonna throw out Bane.
Minore!
Okay, so he's Bane, so he has disadvantage, or subtracts 1d4 from attack rolls and disadvantage on saving throws. Now I don't want to move here.
Arcana Evo Malmis! Better luck next time.
actually...
Neoka Necro Malmis!
Roll 1. Okay, so M is going to have sneak attack here. And he missed. Wow. Okay, Sharon can't move away without incurring an attack of opportunity. So while we're here, let's get Cure Wounds.
Abio Cure!
Okay, and
Maraike Abio Cure!
okay, so I will move here. Okay. So took off a third of his hit points. So that's what can happen. So he's not resistant to any elemental damages. Okay. So rolled a crit on that. That was really nice. 39 damage.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Okay.
Neoka Necro Malmis!
He's resistant to poison. What? I thought he didn't show any resistances to that. Okay, so I'm not taking any chances here. I need to get that sneak attack damage in there.
Maraike Abio Cure!
Please get me a hit here. That was a crit. Okay, so I got to endure one more hit. Okay, so I need to get her up before I do anything else. So let's go stabilize her. She's no longer dying now, which is what I needed. You don't want her not stabilized when the combat ends.
Carter, Evo?
Yeah, he doesn't... Oh, poison. Yeah, I thought that was poison, bludgeoning, and slashing. I thought it was the 3 martial damages, but it's not. So he's got 2 hit points left. Again, not going to take any chances here. That should hit it. Okay, so bring her up, and we can open up the pouch here. Okay, so we're going to get a beautiful maul, another ring, and some intriguing jewelry. So let's take our short rest. And we will identify some items. So a maul +1. A poison resistance ring, which is great against the sand lions, who do poison damage. And a dazzling earring. Okay, so the poison resistance ring, go here. The maul we're not going to use. The dazzling earring, gain proficiency in persuasion and performance. So that would be performance that we don't have, and performance that we don't have. So either one of these two it will work with, but I don't know who has the open slot. Let's put this second ring on. I don't know who has the open slot. Okay, so we do here on either one of them. Nope, the circular blasting's there. So, yep. Okay. So now we can again take our rest. Okay. Thank you. And that is going to be a great place for us to end the stream today. So let's drop a save. And what we're going to be doing next week is we're going to be resolving Twosa the Terrible here. Making sure we get that all worked out. We're also going to be continuing on down to the south. We have a harbor down there that we need to go explore. And then we also need to cross the bridge and deal with another encounter down there at the bridge. And all of those things we're going to be dealing with next week. Before we move into the last bit of questing here, into the main quest slot, or the main quest line that we're dealing with. And that's with the Ka'um. There's a Sickless Temple over to the east that we need to go venture into. And that's kind of leads you to the end of early access. But we have a few other things that we can do beforehand, and we're going to continue on with those next week. So, as always, thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. Rudi, again, thank you. My channel members, I always appreciate you. But for everybody else, again, just you being here is more than enough. Thank you for the support, because as I always say, without your support, none of this would be possible. This is Commander Jorval saying until next time, fare thee well.